Yeah.
That really-
Good.
We are live.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Barry Schomburg, Chair of the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency's Finance Committee. Call this meeting to order. We have a quorum here today. With only acting out in attendance from the Finance Committee and Joe Better is not here, but move first into ask for a motion for waiving the reading of the minutes and reading them as presented in the materials.
Some.
Second. All right, any corrections, additions, deletions, comments, all in favor? All right, great. On to report Chief Financial Officer.
Thank you, Chair. I'd ask that the members direct your attention to materials beginning on page 4 through 6. For schedules, including cash position, fee detail, and profit and loss to budget. These figures are for the period ending June 30, 2026. The agency concluded the second quarter of 26 in a strong financial position with operating results significantly outperforming budgeted expectations due primarily to higher than expected project fee revenue and continued growth in interest income. Through June 30, unrestricted cash totaled approximately $5.1 million, reflecting the receipt of, again, major project closing fees during the quarter, while maintaining a strong liquidity position to support future economic development activities. Year-to-date revenues totaled approximately $615,000, exceeding the budget by approximately $371,000, of the budget of $371,000 period by approximately $244,000, or an overperformance of 66%. Favorable variance driven primarily by agency fee revenue, community development fee, which was the result of a reevaluation of the agreement's parameters and resulted in unbudgeted revenue. And interest income of approximately $77,000, outperforming budget by approximately $60,000, reflecting higher than average cash balances and a continued favorable interest rate agreement that our new cash management provided. Second quarter activity was particularly strong, generating approximately $470,000 in revenue. Year-to-date operating expenses total approximately $539,000, or approximately $10,000 below budget. Again, this is the result of, again, strong financial oversight and operating conditions. Overall expenditures remain well controlled despite several timing related variances. Primary expenses on professional services contracts, professional consulting costs, and economic development support expenditures. As a result of stronger revenues and disciplined expense management, the agency generated a year-to-date operating surplus of approximately $76,000, outperforming the budget deficit of approximately $178,000. Again, these are kind of positive and negative thrown together, but the resulting overperformance is approximately $255,000 per budget. Fee schedule continues to project an achievable pipeline for the remainder of 26, in addition to the $425,000 of agency fees recognized during the second quarter. Approximately $303,000 additional agency fee revenue is anticipated for the second half of the year. If these projects proceed as anticipated, total projected 26 fee revenue is about $742,000, providing continued financial strength and supporting the agency's long-term operating objectives. Overall, the agency enters the second half of 26 with a strong cash position of approximately $5.1 million. Revenues are well ahead of budget. Expenditures remain well within expected levels, and a healthy development pipeline that positions the organization favorably for the remainder of the year.
Great.
Questions or concerns?
I guess we'd be buying lunch for us.
I could call it for all.
I did want to add, and Andy B and I were talking through this, there are a handful of projects that have been approved by the agency, but have not closed yet. We'll keep our eye on those carefully as we march towards December. Some of those projects, the closing with the IDA is going to happen hand in hand with closing with state funding. So, you know, those projects are beholden to the state process first and foremost, which we have seen in the past spill into the next calendar year. So stay tuned there. We don't have, you know, any firm information on most of those projects as to when they're going to close, but should things get pushed into next year, we'll let everybody know if there's any.
Projects?
No, both of those are. I believe one of the Redbird projects that's using the small business loan participation program is one of them that comes to mind first. So.
All right, thank you. Any questions? Great. So, having no unfinished business, but we want new business, Comic Alley 2.
Excellent.
Downtown.
Yes,
Warehouse District.
warehouse district, maybe give a very brief summation and turn it over to the development team who's here with us today. So this project is the redevelopment of a property at 927 Broadway on the corner of Thatcher Street. It's an approximate $5.6 million investment and is gonna convert upper floors of unutilized space into 15 residential apartments. With that, I would turn it over to Sonia and Jen.
So as usual, Amy steals all the thunder of what we're actually doing. So I'm here with Sonia, helping them guide them through this process. I think this project's a little different than most of the projects that you see in that their intent in actually purchase the building initially was we need to secure our long-term home with 9 and that was in August 24th. And then they went out and tried to release the building as an office space, rents, tries, and then we got connected through one of our common friends at MB Bank to see if that can help them get through the process. So we're getting through the process. It's they're in really great shape. I think we'll be able to close on the loan as soon as we're done with this process. We are working with the state right now on a potential grant to solve some of the gap. Obviously, construction costs are continue to be a little through the roof. But overall, this application is just seeking a mortgage supporting tax exemption and sales tax exemption. As Andy said, 15 apartments upstairs. Sonia is adamant that the downstairs will have a coffee shop, which I don't think anybody would complain with. Yeah, it's a typical workforce housing that you've been seeing in Albany. I think it's a really cool project. Strong building, not going anywhere forever. And it'll be nice to see the upper floor be brought back to life.
I would just say it's 15 apartments total. There's actually one on the first floor. And then there's a large commercial space that I would very much like to have a coffee shop, because I know we're gonna use one. There, I'm not gonna operate a coffee shop myself, but I'm hoping to find somebody that's interested in the area. And then there's, well, 9 will take some office space back, so there'll be one commercial office space, and then there's a gym for the 15 apartments. And the building is very special, obviously. It's we just got the SHPO state historic
Yes.
register
Yeah.
yesterday, and then they'll let their, it's on its way to the feds. We are calling it the Rose Apartments because in the mid-90s, my husband painted that rose, that on these apartments just coincidentally. So we're very excited to finally own the rose. And yeah, as Jeff said, this was, we're not, Alejandro, by the way, wanted to be here, but it's under the machine right now. We had a canning line issue, but we're not developers, so this is a project that is, really part of securing our overall sort of corner space there. And we are on site, so we feel that we can, manage it well. It's small enough, and so I think it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait, actually.
Great.
Thanks.
You people use historic tax credits?
They are utilizing historic tax credits, unlike projects that you've seen with our group where we syndicated them. They are.
Awesome.
Anything further?
I did just want to point out the request that plan involves sales tax exemption and mortgage or building tax exemption only. Per that request in the past, we've typically worked through that application process in 2 months instead of 3 months. The applicant has requested we do so again this time, so at the comfort and discretion of this committee, there is the option to move this application forward to the board meeting next week for a public hearing resolution. That public hearing will be held in August.
I have a motion for a positive recommendation for a public hearing resolution. Second, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, feel better.
Thank you.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. Agency update?
We do, we have a handful of things to go over. Two of which I think we would request in a executive session. One would be to discuss potential litigation involving 1211 Western Avenue Associates. And the other would be to obtain the advice of counsel.
On matters subject to attorney-client privilege.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna hold up a sign.
You heard.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Subject.
should go into executive session. Aye. All in
Aye.
favor?
Yes, aye.
meter.
We need to, executive session and they vote to be on the camera.
Sorry,
Do we need?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
all good, back online.
Great.
we are back
So-
in executive session, no action taken.
Two more quick items. One involves an update that we gave last month to the board involving Thurl Terrace. Just as a refresher, the city's common council issued a resolution seeking for this agency to take whatever action is deemed appropriate in terms of the project and its maintenance and its relationship to the tenants based on some recent news stories. So I did reach out to the development team and the property management team. I had a call with them yesterday to talk through some of the issues that were brought up in the media. And namely, a couple of the main things were issues with pests, issues with building access in terms of security and individuals in the building who should not be in the building, as well as HVAC concerns. So I talked through a number of those issues, and what the takeaway is I'm gonna continue to work to get a site visit scheduled. And within the bounds of appropriateness, I'm not a building codes inspector, and understanding it's a pretty much fully occupied residential building, to tour the places that, you know, are easily and appropriately accessible to see if there's any indication of some of the issues that have been here publicly and also to the council. So we will circle back around once that visit has been scheduled and taken place.
All right,
Is that? The last issue is just, not an issue, just a reminder. Summer is here, vacations are happening. The board meeting in August on the 20th, we know we're gonna be missing. We know we're gonna be missing the chair, we're gonna be missing Darius and John, so it sounds like that's a meeting we're gonna need to reschedule. That meeting potentially, depending on the analysis and at the full discretion of the committee and board, there may be action necessary for the Rose Department projects at that meeting. So we'll work with you guys and Maria to come up with an alternate date for that board meeting. So we'll have to squeeze it in at some point, and maybe we'll look to do that later in the month, if possible. So look for Maria's email. Thank you.
any compliance update, anything further to discuss? Make hear a motion to eat lunch. Second. Second, all those in favor? You're adjourned.